I'm Brian Magherafelt, Managing Director of Genesis Crafty, a family-owned business. We trade under Genesis Crafty with companies Magherafelt Bakery, Magherafelt. It started in 1968 by my mother and father, heading towards our 50th year. Our first introduction to retailers as much by accident as design was in 1982 when Wellworth, which was a local retailer at that time, which was subsequently bought over by Safeway, came to Magherafelt. They wanted a local home bakery. So we started supplying them, and then that grew to supplying them in Ulster area. 97, 98, the UK retailers started to come across, Sainsbury's, Tesco. So as they came, we became the preferred sort of home craft baker in those multiples. Once you're in established and seem to be able to do something, it was easier than whenever Safeway came to take that over. There were two main suppliers that Wellworth had, and they chose one, and that was us. So once we got onto this site, it gave us more capacity. We continued to add that capacity to the point we approached all of them over a period of time. Sometimes they approach you, other times we've approached them. Tesco were actually one of the last retailers in Northern Ireland to come on board, and we had to take a lot of evidence and customer data that we'd gathered from some of their competitors and use that and say, look, you're missing the trick here. You have marketing companies who do that type of work. You can even buy the information from, for example, Tesco's done Humby data. So when you start buying their data and using it with them, you make the case why your product should be on shelf. On our brand, we do what we think is best. We'd show them mock-ups whatever beforehand just to get a feel for if they think we're in the right course. And an example of that was we decided to put all our 4-pack of cakes. They used to be just flow wrapped, no outer packaging, and we put them all into boxes, and that has been a big success. You know, it's easier to stack in store and on shelf, creates greater visibility, and there's a brand presence with it, and sales have improved dramatically, so that's brilliant for the retailer and good for us as well. You do have quality contracts which around the product attributes and how the product should look, feel, taste, etc. It's very specific. This is the standard. We want this product to, you know. So that's something that we have a very strong technical team here that'll be working on day and daily, and that encompasses nutritional information going on pack, product descriptions being legally correct. It's knowing how to gear up and scale up for that opportunity. Because if you turn it down, where do you go? So it's all about taste. You know, our business was driven on something my mother said at the very outset: don't try and sell anything you wouldn't eat yourself. You know, it has to be good enough for your own family to be good enough for anybody else's. And so we've held dear to that humility and that value. We'll make sure your product's unique. You stand a better chance if it's unique. Also consider whether or not it's something you can make yourself, or you're better outsourcing the manufacturer and you drive the product development in the market. And thirdly, know that you've got a cash pipeline there to keep everything fluid and keep you in business.